The night air was sharp with winter cold, but Lander and his dragon felt only rage, as strong as a blazing fire. It threatened to consume them both as they speed through the air. Lander had never felt this level of rage from his dragon, but beneath the rage there was heartbreaking anguish. Both he and his dragon had suffered from the rejection by their first true mate. It had taken years for the heartbreak to fade enough that he could breathe without feeling the pain of it. And when he felt the first pull towards Raina, he had been determined to deny it. He hadn't wanted to allow himself to be vulnerable, to hope for another mating. But the pull had been real, and she was his second chance. His dragon was not just angry, it was fearful of losing its mate again. By the time Lander landed beside Eriksson, his dragon was nearly mad with bloodlust, so intense that he was barely holding on to control. He was surprised his dragon had even allowed him to shift into human form for the fight. If he hadn't caught sight of Raina alive and unharmed, the blast of dragonfire would have consumed Eriksson instantly. Instead, Lander turned the flames toward the forest, cutting off Eriksson's escape route. The sword in his hand flew into action, fueled by rage and fear, but years of training tempered the rage enough for him to fight with skill instead of instinct. He didn't allow his anger to guide his arm and his feet. He didn't try to overpower Eriksson, but he didn't waste time with finesse. As they fought, he continued to block his dragon's repeated chant. "Kill him," he touched mate. "Show him no mercy." As he stood over a defeated Eriksson, Lander flooded his mind with pictures of Raina as she looked sitting by the lake. It calmed his dragon, but only a little. He was thankful that David and a few warriors followed him. He didn't need to handle Eriksson after he was unarmed. His mind instantly went to Raina. He knew she was alive, but he needed to touch her, needed her scent in his nose, not just to relax his dragon, but to calm himself. When his hands finally touched her, they trembled. And for the first time since he had felt her dragon cry out, his mind started to quiet. "Mate is safe," he heard his dragon's relief.